Hello everyone, and welcome to another Star Trek Online video. And today I'm going to play the newest mission, Best Laid Plans. So it's a mission where we are going to try to lay a trap for the Aetherians. Let's see how this goes.
Welcome to Deep Space Nine. I am filling in for President Okeg, whose presence was requested at Kittimer HQ instead. The other Alliance captains recruited for this mission have already received their briefs and will be heading out shortly. When you're ready, you may take a seat to attend the conference. Until then, feel free to strategize with your allies. I will be observing from the sidelines so I can draw up a mission report once you've returned.
Got it. It's good that the chairman is also a cat. I approve. Missing the top hat though. So, who are we going to talk to? Captain Shaw.
You made it. I saw your ship docked at one of the pylons. Let me guess. Aetherian sabotage, right? Well, if it's any consolation, I hear they're almost finished with the experimental diagnostics they're running. You'll be the first to test them out. With any luck, you'll be joining us soon for what will hopefully be my last tactical operation for quite some time. Admiral Quinn's put in a good word for me with some of his contacts. I'm hoping to go on some exploratory missions after this. You know, less shooting, more talking.
I wonder if this is like a tease for the next story arc, like after this it will be a bit more exploring. Maybe we'll do some exploring with Captain Sean, who knows.
You're late, but I am pleased to see you here. The atmosphere is a little tense inside this conference room. Loris has informed us that the Dominion does not intend to partake in this mission. Their fleet is indisposed. In fact, a number of allied powers are no-shows today. Not a great start. I thought I was done with mad demigods for the foreseeable future, but it looks like we've got an Aetherian cult leader on our hands. I don't know much about this Tassine Faye, but I've heard she's bad news. I better ready up the Lisette and check in with my crew.
You know, this makes me wonder if they just didn't want to bother with the Dominion, if there were like time constraints to get the Dominion in here, or if there is like a separate plot there, if like the Dominion has other issues. Like, if you play this as a Dominion captain, you're probably just here because you're on loan to a faction, I guess.
Hoitcha! My patience wears thin, and my bat'leth calls for blood. What are we waiting for? The Klingon Empire restricts itself too much at the behest of others. All this ligament chewing is a waste of time. We should already be on our way to ambush the Aetherians, strike first, and intercept their Devwet Kuvha. And yet the Alliance wishes to host another pointless conference. Count me out.
We will meet in battle after I receive my briefing. Glory to you and your house. Kapla!
Please, have a seat.
Oh. Well, I guess we need to take this meeting.
Thank you all for coming. I know not all of our allies could make it today.
It's not the first time we host a high-priority conference at Deep Space Nine on the threats posed by the Borg. But this time, our mission feels a little more hopeful. Director?
The Cooperative and I called on the Alliance today to inform your captains that one of our nanoprobes has successfully tracked Aetherian Concordium leader Tassine Faye to the Midas Array.
Tassine Faye believes she is on her way to seize control of the array and lay a trap for the Alliance. This time, we've come prepared.
We've been working on a strategy against the Aetherians, and have been tracking their trajectory for some time now.
Thanks to the Cooperative, the Midas Array has already been evacuated. Non-essential personnel have been transferred using cloaked Klingon vessels provided by Chancellor L'Rell, and false life signs intended to lure the Aetherians in have been planted aboard the array with Romulan technology lent to us by Proconsul Datan.
But that's not all. A team of cooperative scientists and I have been developing an Aetherian diffusion device that we're hoping to use on Tassine Faye. Our Priority 1 tactical initiative is to ambush her by the Midas Array in order to extract and interrogate her. My fleet is currently split up in an orbit of both the Lucari homeworld and the Jarrett system Dyson Sphere to prevent incursions of any kind. Recent events suggest both the Lucari and Iconians are at risk. There's a high probability Tassine Faye will head to one of these locations next. As the Yasutake is stationed by the Dyson Sphere, I'll be needing a ride to the Midas Array. Fortunately, the Admiral, Chancellor, and Proconsul have sent their best ships to assist us.
Are we really certain that Aetherian technology is unable to detect a cloaked evacuation and false life signs?
Perhaps you should ask the Tal Shi'ar, Proconsul. Our latest mission reports indicate the Aetherians were involved with them somehow.
Chancellor, you and I both know that I have no relation to the Tal Shi'ar or their nefarious activities. Besides, the data found aboard the Harmony was barely legible. It could have been fabricated for all we know.
Please, my friends, let's put our differences aside for the sake of the galaxy. We can discuss the details at a later date. Our current priority is to safely excise Tassine Faye and defuse her if possible.
And why is that exactly, Admiral?
Because we believe Tassine Faye is the Aetherian Borg Queen.
And if we can get to her, we can get to her entire collective.
You are a worthy ally, Director. But are you really prepared to take on a 200,000-year-old Iconian Borg Queen?
Obviously.
I'm glad you asked. I've got an expert on all things Borg Queen aboard the Enterprise. Come see me when you're ready.
Hey, speak with Alliance leaders. Let's see what they have to say. Chancellor.
Do not fail me today. Most importantly, do not fail the Empire. The Aetherians bring great dishonor to our galaxy. They lie, trick, deceive, and worst of all, steal from others. These smooth-headed Marhuipu do not even have the backbone to earn their spoils. I would sooner plunge my bat'leth straight into Tassine Faye's 6 eyes than coordinate an ambush. But there is merit to a well-prepared plan. Let us hope that today will be a good day to die.
Of course, we will fight till our last breath, Kapla!
We will not stand by as the Aetherians threaten to take over the galaxy or bow before tyrants, not ancient Iconians, changeling infiltrators, Terran emperors, or even Borg queens. Good luck today.
Her speech was better.
As much as I'd like to see Starfleet return to a role of discovery, I'm afraid its phasers at the ready for now. Above all else, it's imperative the Alliance remains united. Stay safe out there.
Sure.
Thanks for meeting me here. The captain should be arriving at the Midas Array any minute now. Here are the details of our mission. I've been working on a diffusion device for some time now together with the Yasutake's first officer, Commander Duff. In essence, we've modified Admiral Janeway's neurolytic pathogen to make it compatible with the Aetherians. Instead of neural disruption, this device uses a retroviral agent to break genetic fusion and revert drones to their pre-fusion state. Here's the catch, though. We need someone to spread this virus for us. A liberated Borg is the ideal candidate, as they'd be able to tap into the Aetherian subspace frequencies.
I mean, technically we are all liberated Borg, aren't we? Because we've all been assimilated earlier in this story arc.
That's right. Or the XB ally I've called in. If we target Tassine Faye, we should be able to sever the Aetherians from their queen. Needless to say, it's risky, and could lead to widespread chaos within her collective. But even if we fail, as long as we capture her, we'd still be able to use her as a bargaining chip or interrogate her. We've only got one shot at this. This is a single-charge diffusion device, so we'll need to be quick and smart. Looks like I'm down a fleet today, so I'll be traveling with you, if you don't mind. I hear your ship is about ready.
Sure, we
Lieutenant
will.
Grash has informed me that your ship is ready for service. Good luck out there.
Ah, we got this. We got this. I wonder where the Lucaria are, though. What they are busy with. This doesn't look good. Are we too late for the battle?
Damn, the Ethereans must have seen us coming somehow. Proconsul Datan was right. Let's act quickly. We need to search the system and get a debrief from the Alliance captains.
I mean, if the Ethereans are already here, why aren't they all like
Long-range sensors suggest the board is
fused,
critically damaged.
assimilated?
This is Captain Corin. The Bortiskew has sustained plasma conduit ruptures across several decks.
Hold your position, Captain. We'll begin repairs with a low-frequency gamma weld.
I mean, hold your position. I think they can't change their position, so.
Director, I see you do not back down from a challenge. Your assistance is appreciated.
Assistance we better redirect to the Lisette. Let's move.
Let's move. There seem to be, like, a lot of ships have been destroyed here. Holy crap, what sort of battle did we miss?
This is the Lisette. Do you copy? We're being tailed by a drone ship.
Commander Jirok, this is Director Hugh. Copy that. We're on it.
Don't you worry, the power of science makes short work of
Nicely done.
things.
My compliments to you, Tactical Officer.
Not sure how much of that was the tactical officer.
You're a welcome sight. It seemed your delayed arrival is now turning out to be vital to the success of our mission. Not a conclusion I would have been able to draw by relying on logic alone.
Really? Where's the
Past
Enterprise?
the array. However, the exact position is unclear. The Ethereans have severed the Lisette's comms link with the Enterprise.
Where are the Ethereans? What has
Full
happened here?
systems malfunction. Before we set off on our mission, Alliance vessels received a comprehensive security sweep at Deep Space Nine. Unfortunately, the sabotage went undetected, which is cause for concern. To my knowledge, the Ethereans have never been aboard the Lisette. This means their plans are either being carried out remotely, or that sabotage technology was discreetly brought aboard. But they're here all right. We're still investigating, but if you'd like to witness the malfunctions yourself, you can head to the Midas Array. The Romulan Republic did not only plant false life signs, but a surveillance system. Approved by the Alliance, of course.
Of course.
Thanks, Commander. Cause for concern indeed. We'll head to the array as we search for the Enterprise.
You know, I'm now thinking, our ship malfunctioned at the end of Axiom, but we didn't have any visitors on, like, the Ethereans were never on board our ship either, and we had those engine malfunctions. Or am I missing something, right? So they might have just transmitted something remotely? Oh, no, they installed the upgrades. Didn't the Ethereans install up before we went into the mission into fluidic space? I think the Ethereans installed some anti-Borg upgrades on the ships they've sent. I mean, I'm not sure if all ships got those upgrades. Pretty sure our ship got those upgrades, right? Like that was mentioned sort of story-wise. I guess that's when the sabotage happened. Hopefully they fixed that by now.
Captain Sean, this is Commander Jirok. The Midas Array has been tapped. My crew is standing by.
Copy that, Commander. Bortiskew, this is the Enterprise reporting in. We are in position and ready to intercept the Harmony. Captain Corin, do you copy?
Captain, I've received an emergency transmission from the Bortiskew. Cloaking technology has been compromised. The Aetherians could get a visual lock on Corrin's crew in moments if we do not act swiftly.
Damn. Well, still no sign of the Harmony. And the Bortiskew is showing up on our sensors now. This is not good. Commander, could you get closer and provide a status report? The Enterprise has to maintain position.
Agreed. The Lisette is temporarily abandoning position. Helm, set a course for the Bortiskew, but keep a distance.
Enterprise Lisette. This is Captain Corrin. Bortiskew. Comms have disrupted. The spineless enemy has...
Captain Corrin, do you copy? There's no response. Enterprise, the Lisette needs to get closer in order to scan the Bortiskew, or beam down if necessary. Wait. Enterprise, the Lisette systems are shutting down. Something is overriding our cloaking technology. Captain Sean, do you copy? Sean? Vakel?
Yeah, I mean, she still has weapons, it looks like, even if she doesn't have cloak. The Bortasku is also shooting back. So it looks like they mostly just compromised the cloak. I mean, who knows what else they've compromised, but they definitely are shooting back, right? We haven't seen the Bortasku shoot phasers for a while. Well, disruptors.
It looks like the Alliance ships were sabotaged, but at different times. As if Tassine Fey had planned to incapacitate the captains in battle. But something went wrong. Why not trigger the malfunctions in one go? Get everyone at the same time. And why the Bortiskew first? It all feels a little erratic. I wonder if our ambush took her by surprise after all. We need to reach the Enterprise and get to the bottom of this.
Yeah, it also, I have a feeling like the sabotage didn't fully work because the ships were able to fight back, right? It was like the cloaking that was sabotaged. So, I don't know, maybe they wanted to like assimilate the ships one by one and they had something prepared and they wanted to like sort of flip a switch, decloak them and that they can't run away and then get them. Maybe they couldn't like infiltrate all systems like weapons and so and only some of them. Certainly curious.
Look who showed up to the party. Just in time to watch my ship get towed into oblivion. Poetic.
Glad you're in such good spirits, Captain, but it's not time for goodbyes yet.
Yeah, we got this. So let's give us here a nice gravity well, get our buffs up. And reactivate the powers of science.
Tassine Fey's on that ship. Don't let it escape. I bet she's already powering up a reality vortex.
On it.
I mean,
The
Harmony doesn't look like it's in a position to power up anything, to be honest.
The Harmony's weapon systems are down. Now's our chance to disable that tractor beam. That's it. Harmony has been disabled.
Nice.
You just prevented my ship from getting booked on a terrifying interdimensional flight. The offer of a one-way ticket to the Aetherian homeworld isn't entirely uncompelling, but it's the complementary side of assimilation I take issue with. I'd love to stay and chat about how grateful I am, but we've got an Aetherian boarding party on our hands down here. What's more, Commander Kiona has just notified me that Tassine Fey's decided to join her little friends aboard the Enterprise. A hell of a situation we've got on our hands, but perhaps this is a blessing in disguise.
You're right. My colleague is already aboard the Enterprise waiting for our arrival. Hopefully this gives us an advantage. Ready to beam down on your command.
Let's go.
Welcome aboard the Enterprise. Here's the plan. We need to secure the ship. There's no use capturing Tassine Fey if we're fused by one of her drones. We also play by Alliance rules, which means helping any survivors we come across if we're able to. Speaking of allies, my neural link received a ping from a subspace beacon originating from the ship's computer access room. That'll be my colleague. We'll need to team up with her to improve our odds. Remember, we need a liberated Borg to act as a conduit to defuse Tassine Fey.
Understood.
Lead the way.
Cats are ready. Don't you worry. And I even rescued someone. Ah, and see, you start with only 2 crew members, but you can get your full team here if you click request reinforcements. Why not bring the full team here?
Diplomacy is futile. Fusion is formidable.
The doors ahead are locked. We need to find a way to bypass security protocols.
Didn't feel so futile to me here, so there is somebody else to rescue. It's nice that they are a little bit highlighting. Although visibility here is not ideal. This door is closed. We need to go. Ah, that's 7 having an enemy battle with an Ephirian. We cannot go through here. Okay.
Didn't know you were a force field specialist.
It felt awfully sarcastic. All I did was press a button.
Frontier.
Why explore the galaxy when your mind can become one with the all-knowing ether?
I mean, it seems like the Ephirians aren't even adapting. Kind
I'm
of
not fighting these drones
weak.
alone. There's something odd about the way they say their axioms. Sounds a bit familiar. The security room. I bet we can bypass lockdown protocols from inside.
Why are those people just like working here while oh, I know phone. While there was a firefight happening? I mean, I do like that they have actually like some I don't know, things there at the bottom, like some is probably isolinear chips. A nice touch. Unlock the door. I've rescued 3 so far. Wait, should we like check if there is anybody else here that needs rescuing? Can't go to the warp. Those plants, those are like Lucari thingies, right? Well, we borrowed them from the Lucari. I'm still not sure if those plants have any function when you see them on Lucari vessels, or if they're just like style choice, just like plants.
Look
Oh,
out
there
for
is someone.
useful.
Get the information.
This is Commander Philippa Matthias, counselor on board the USS Enterprise. I don't know how much time we have left. The ship has been compromised. They've taken one of our ensigns and done something unspeakable to them. It's only a matter of time before they find me. Oh God, they're coming. Commander Kiona, tell the captain that...
I think somebody got fused. It's a shame that we only have one of those diffusion devices, right? Which means we won't even be able to rescue them if we recover them. Then again, I mean, we should be able to make more, right? I'm not sure why we
need
only
to
have
disable
one.
security
I assume it
parameters
was
to
a...
open the doors to the computer access room. I'll cover you.
I assume this was like a time constraint, right? And not that it's some rare resources that we just don't have more. So in, like, I don't know if we like get those crew members back, maybe in time we
Nicely
could
done.
defuse
Let's
them.
return to the computer access room.
Ah, we're gonna need 7 now. Yes, we need to go in there, but which door will open? Oh, I see a green light on the other side. How do we get... Probably not through here? How are we supposed to get in there? There is still a force field here, isn't there? What am I missing? Find cooperative ally. Yet this door here is locked. Can't go through here. Wait, was there? Oh, there was probably a different door in that room, right? Yeah, there is different. I'm just an idiot. I'm just an idiot. That's all. Ah, hello there.
Your collective was imperfect. Join us so you may finally ascend.
The only thing ascending in here is my frustration with you.
Fuse and you shall know perfection. 7 of 9. Tertiary adjunct of Unimatrix 01.
How about you fuse with my right hook?
That was a great line.
Thanks, but I've got it.
I like 7.
So long.
Look, I had to find the right door, okay. My expertise is shooting things, not finding the way. in my character's defense, she's really good at shooting things.
You got any tips on how to take these suckers out?
I do, actually. Shut down the transporters and compromise the reactor core.
Oh, perfect. I'll keep it in mind.
Okay. Still need to find a person to rescue. You wouldn't have like somebody in need of rescue
I was
there.
wondering who the
You have.
classified contact Hugh's been speaking so highly of was. It's been a while, but I'm glad it's you. I take it you're familiar with the plan?
Probably, yes.
That's right. The director here also shared some tactical information with me from his time aboard the Harmony. With any luck, our game of Catch the Queen should go a little better than your last run-in with the Aetherians. High risk, high reward, I won't deny it. But our odds are good. This extraction is now happening on Alliance territory. And we've got 2 liberated Borg candidates who can act as diffusion conduits.
I'd still like to point out that I was technically... I don't know, maybe we weren't assimilated for long enough. Who knows?
Alliance Task Force, this is Captain Sean. Tassine Faye is on the bridge.
And tight we are coming.
Lead the way, 7.
And
Bridge from main engineering.
we had all this conversation next to someone who needed
How
help.
confident are we feeling about this diffusion device?
I'd say about 75%, give or take.
Means there's still a quote chance it will fail.
Reversing emitter node polarity. Destabilizing force field integrity. Let's go.
To the bridge.
Through fusion, we are
Step away from it.
She's escaping.
Was he implemented with
Transport
nanites?
confirm she's heading to the Lisette.
Interesting.
Raquel Shaw. You no longer need to bear the burden of being a sole survivor. You can become one.
What on... Are you talking about my family? How the hell do you know about that?
Don't get distracted, Captain. You're messing with
I mean, possibly psionic mind stuff. Like this universe has a few people with like mental powers, right? And they're like the, I mean, obviously Vulcans and Romulans. Wouldn't there be like the Havo aliens? They're called Betazoids, I think, have some Mental powers. But I could be know things from their own Sean. Like, I'm not sure who they have like fused in their own universe. Maybe we'll find like their version of Sean at some point. We have the array here on the screen, but sadly we don't really see anything looking out the window, right? I could have, like, I feel like, wasn't the front of the ship looking towards the Harmony? I think maybe the Harmony is off angle. Would have been cool if we would have seen the Harmony out of the window. But they did put something on the view screen, so there is that.
Director, 7. I can't thank you enough. That was a close call. Once this mission is over, I'll be heading back to Deep Space Nine for repairs and repose. That's if any of us make it out alive.
I like your optimism. You should have added today's a good day to die.
Enterprise, this is Commander Jirok. It's good to see you're all in one piece. Our comms are up and running again, but internal systems have been sabotaged by the Aetherians, including our Singularity Core. Requesting immediate assistance.
Well, we are on our way.
That Singularity Core destabilize. Its collapse could cause a chain reaction across this region of space. Our team will head to the Lisette. Captain Sean, your crew needs you here. Let's keep in touch.
To the Lisette we go.
I'm contacting you from the bridge. The Aetherians have sabotaged the Lisette's internal systems. We've managed to repel boarders, but they've blocked off our path to the Singularity Core. They're plotting something.
Probably. Maybe they're trying to collapse the Singularity to open a subspace
Many,
rift.
unfortunately. To add to that, most of the ship's doors, consoles, and turbo lifts are malfunctioning. We used some of our last power reserves to beam you aboard our Singularity Core deck. I'll have to guide you remotely.
Wouldn't we have like been with our transporters? They seem to be working just fine. Anyway.
Your team will need to reroute our emergency power supply to conduct repairs and access our Singularity Core. As you can see, environmental systems are offline and visibility is limited.
Let's get
Sending
to
over
work.
command level clearance codes. You'll need them to move on freely. There are repairs to conduct beyond those doors, but you'll need to pick a path. Our power supply is too low to open both at the same time.
Got it. So this is probably to create some replayability or something. So 7 or Hugh. 7. I mean, I like Hugh, but no, 7. Ah, it looks like Hugh is joining us
The
anyway.
internal sensors are detecting a nearby oxygenation valve that needs fixing up.
I do like Romulan interiors.
Nice work. Power is rerouting to the valve.
Just noticed my crew is no longer with me.
Looks like you unlocked a security log.
This is Lieutenant Zhu Terrell, Tactical Division. I am still unable to locate Sub-Commander Zionel, despite my best efforts. The Aetherians swarmed the Lisette, ignoring most of the damage dealt by my disruptors. They locked us out and overrode all of the ship's systems, despite leaving many wounded in her wake. This Ta-Si Fei seemed uninterested in exchanging phaser fire with us, heading straight for the core instead. Lieutenant Salon's security report indicates the Aetherian's life sign was last detected in the Singularity Core room. As I am unable to access it from this deck, I will reluctantly transfer our medical unit instead, and guard the survivors until I receive new orders from my commander.
Can't think of a good reason why a Borg Queen would do that. It's also a little odd to be putting herself on the line like that, don't you think? Then again, these Aetherians are Iconian Borg. Maybe their motivations are harder to determine than your average collective.
I mean, it could simply be like arrogance, right? Like when we fought the Iconians in our universe, when we killed that one Iconian, she could have just like retreated at any point in time, it felt like, but she came back until she ran out of energy. Simply because, you know, arrogance essentially. feeling that they are so superior that they just can't lose. Or should we say hubris? Maybe that's a better word. I don't know. Pretty neat room they have here.
Worse for wear.
The ship has seen better days, no doubt about that.
I see a shiny console.
These consoles power life support and airlocks, but the isolinear chips are misaligned.
On it. Let's snoop in their files first. What do we have? The installation 18 Nimbus. Oh, are they now also involved in the Nimbus stuff? Newly uncovered data aboard the Starship Harmony confirms Tal Shiar recent suspicions. The Aetherians have been watching them, studying the neck for deception, sabotage, and infiltration. Okay, so the Iconians have been watching the Tal Shiar. This corroborates information we received from the Reduct systems. Now that we know the Resistance is telling the truth and they are not a Tal Shiar ploy designed to weed out intelligence operatives, I find it pertinent to share the rest of the message. What resistance are we talking about here? Here's that over time differences in ideologies surrounding fusion led to a schism in the nameless hybrid society. Some struggled to maintain their original identities amidst the growing influence of the cybernetic halves and began to question their fate as well as their agency as fused beings who had been promised total supremacy. Others praised the newfound power, preferring influence over individuality. One such hybrid, the Aetam's chosen one, spoke at great lengths to benefits of fusion, as well as the advantages of deceit as a legitimate science used to acquire knowledge. Aetam's chosen one is the Tassian Fae. I fear that when it comes to this so-called leader of theirs, it may be too late, but I agree that if we do not try to extract her from her collective, we will never know if it's possible in the first place. In the end, if we can't alter the tide of events, at least we can stand nearby with towels to mop up, as we always do. Must return to my post before I'm suspected. Computer end log and initiate sequence 00 final hour. Log will self-destruct in... oh. Wait, whose log have we read there? EOS Field Agent? I'm not certain who that is. But interesting.
Power is being diverted from their systems.
All right, one more to go.
I have a feeling not all Iconians were on board with that. They might have gotten the Iconians first like fused or assimilated with false promises. And then suddenly they were all a mind-controlled hive, in a sense.
It worked. All right, I'm only detecting one affected area left. Let's go.
Let's keep rerouting power.
Great. Repairs are done, singularity room aside. Let's head back to damage control.
Somehow this got me an achievement, which is nice.
Thanks to your efforts, power has been restored to this deck. The Singularity Core is now accessible. Stand by to receive the room's access codes. Hold. I'm receiving a transmission from the Bortiskew.
Okay.
Alliance Task Force, this is Captain Corrin. I have a visual on the Aetherian pit Hach. Tassine Faye and her followers have boarded the Bortiskew. Her treacherous drones are not holding back. This is a fight worthy of a Klingon. If you are brave, you will join us in battle.
I see. So we're gonna go to the third flagship. Well, we kind of still have some repairs to do here.
Hold that thought. Logistics are up and running again. Our intel indicates that the Singularity Core has been tampered with. If it collapses, it's game over. For everyone.
Yeah, that's bad.
Agreed. It's the only option. What's the play?
I do all the work and you do something else, probably?
Glad you offered. I was thinking the same thing. With Commander Drock's guidance, one person should be enough to repair the Singularity Core. But don't take too long, you're gonna miss all the fun.
I'll guide you through the Singularity Core repairs. First off, equip an EV suit.
How is this shiny? That I can't reach. Maybe if you go... Oh. Is there a way to jump over this? Not even double cat is enough to get in there. Or is it? Yeah, that day. It's not working. I mean... Now, how do I get out of here again? Okay, so we've established that this didn't work. Okay, let's see if stuck works. I might have made a mistake by coming in here. So this is a console that I sadly can't actually interact with. What if we try stuck again? So, do I have any skills that could help me out here? I don't think so. I can try to become a cat again, but it's like I was a little bit higher starting on the other side, so I'm not sure if I can escape this way again. Doesn't look like it, and I probably can't get up to those towers either, so I might have to actually... I can get at this data. I'm sad that I managed to get in here and now I didn't even help. Well, I'll probably have to start this part of the mission again, so I'll be right back. Okay, so I had to essentially beam out and play this Romulan part here again. Wasn't too long, and you're not tricking me again, great. This is just an evil trap there. Let's grab our EV suit and let's do the actual mission.
Captain Corin, this is 7. 2 to beam over.
Oh, we get a Romulan EV suit, and apparently they failed to hide my braces.
The Aetherians fried some of our gravity generators. Really changes your perspective.
Jirok, this is Sean. I'm getting reports of Borg incursions close to the Juret Dyson sphere.
Focus on collecting data from nearby consoles. Sean, I'll contact command.
Looks pretty cool, doesn't it?
Scans show the sabotage device you removed was sending a signal to the Harmony.
much can we explore here?
One step closer to the core and you would have ended up like that VOD war.
I mean, I agree that like flying through this shiny force field would probably not be the most helpful thing, but look, I'm a cat, I'm curious. That's just how this goes. If we go like closer into the center, I mean, I've already trapped myself once, which is, you know, actually like pretty cat-like.
One step closer to the core and you would have ended up like that VOD war.
Okay, look, it's fine, I have 9 lives, surely, right? Oh, there is an actual device on here. Yeah, that was pretty obvious.
This one was emitting a destabilizing resonance pulse. Logistics point to a final anomaly past the core. You'll need to power it down.
Let's stop the core then.
It's beautiful, isn't it? The Singularity Core.
Yes.
Controlled chaos. Unmatched potential. Don't let that fool you, though. If the containment field fails, we'll begin to demolecularize.
Is this like would this be the emergency check down there? Like...
Initial scans registered a single anomaly. Turns out we're dealing with the trifecta.
This looks like a bit like a shaft here, right? You could probably just plunge the core straight through. Yeah, I assume this bottom thing opens to space if needed. How did they get like the sabotage devices down
Plasma conduits
here?
have been repaired. 2 more points to go. Sending you the coordinates.
Then again, they can portal, can't they? Like they have sort of a better version of beaming around, I guess.
Subspace anchors have been stabilized. Sending over the final coordinates.
Also, you know, small thing, they could have probably like made the jetpack more green. Would be a little bit more fitting for the Romulan UV suit.
This is 7. How's it going? We could use your help on the Bortisque.
Quantum diagnostics are back online. Now that core stability has been restored, I'll reroute main power back to all systems, turn the core back on, and head down to your deck. Thank you for your assistance. I'll take over from here, patching you through to the Bortisque.
Anything toward a collapsed singularity.
While my warriors have been crushing Aetherian enemies through fire and flame, you have been floating around on the Lisette, tinkering with broken technology. Enough! Now is your chance to die with honor, and put your Dashekme where your mouth is. I have a lock on your coordinates. Transport in 3, 2, 1.
Oh, I like Corin. I mean, it's probably good that I was beamed out of here while that singularity was starting up. I'm not sure if down here would have been a good spot to be. I do have to say this mission is well done. I'm enjoying it. Meanwhile, it looks like Corin is fighting some debris. So how is that fight going? You must secure the bridge. How about I get my team back here? Everything is better with cats. Well-armed cats.
Good. You live to fight beside us still. The
Yes.
Aetherians and their spineless leader have dared to board the Bortisque and set it ablaze with their sabotage.
They seem to forget that the Empire was forged in fire. What are your orders, Cap? My orders? Aren't I like out... Like, I'm outranking her, right?
That's the spirit. You must pick up a fire suppression device if you wish to die honorably. The device, however, must be repaired first. Those worthless swines have sabotaged most of our equipment.
I can do that.
Extinguish the flames
With the
and
power
join
of
your allies.
science. Oh, Gambling device is running out. Let's gamble a bit. We win, okay.
Good to hear. You're a little outnumbered.
From two hearts to one, fusion is glorious.
They aren't putting up much of a fight so far, the Ethereans, to be honest. Oh, I need to rescue crew members, so I should probably keep an eye out for those. How many have I out? There is one. Just to check. Nobody is down here. I don't think anybody was up there where we beamed in, right? Captain Corin is... Ah, there's a lift. All of her talk about fighting, she's busy fighting a few...
To sabotage a Klingon ship is to provoke the wrath of 1,000 spotless.
few inanimate objects, bunch of debris.
We said it would be nice to go somewhere warm for my next job. This is overkill.
Oh, it's cozy here. You know, Klingons like to have fire. We have like those grand fireplaces and such. We should take 7 on a tour to like Graphor at some point. Let her enjoy a bit of Klingon hell. It's nice and cozy down there with lava. Plenty of demons to slay, you know. I feel like at this point we surely are regulars already down there.
Still no visual on Tassim Faye, but there are plenty of drones around.
Can't tell if I'm inhaling smoke or if that's the taste of defeat. Where's Tassim Faye?
Well... Where is Tassian Faye? That's a good question. I've rescued 4 so far.
Corin, this is
Need
Jirach.
2 more.
There are reports of multiple incursions taking place in the Kittimer system.
Really?
Hoitcha! My comms officer will notify Cadron. May their battle be as glorious as ours.
I wonder if that's going to be another mission. Kittimer, maybe like in the follow-up mission. Which we probably won't see for a couple of months. I'm afraid.
Borders on the
Oh,
lower level.
hello
Stay
there.
sharp and look out for survivors.
Look out for survivors. Was this a hint that there is another person here to rescue? Everything. Yes, there is somebody else to rescue. And more fire to extinguish.
Alliance team, report to the mid-level of the bridge.
There looks to be a hologram of Tassian Faye up.
Though these flames make for a glorious battle scene, suffocating is no way to reach Stovacor. We need to repair the Bordescue's ventilation system and clear all debris so we can find this Etherean Tach-Kek.
You're right. I'll stay with Corin and help clear the debris. 7, I recommend you and I split up in case something goes wrong on either side.
Right.
You got it. Let's get to work on these vents. Formal training or just impeccable instinct?
We've cleared an area of debris. Smoke is subsiding.
My internal sensors are reading one more ventilation console up ahead.
So another fire, another console, and then we're gonna get to the center. Interesting things going on the view screen.
You know, something's telling me we are going about our trap the wrong way.
Really? Is it because, like, we've been ambushed?
Debris has been cleared.
Ventilation's back online too. Heads up, I'm picking up on Tassine Faye's exact biosignature, but the signal is fading. I don't see her up there, though. Can anyone get a visual?
Visual or not, we must clear this debris. If the Aetherian leader is hiding behind it, she will die a coward.
I mean, we could probably just climb over this. Maybe it's more stylish to just shoot the debris. You can't argue with that, to be honest. Ah, yes, there's the last person to rescue.
Damn, she escaped.
More Aetherian border.
I mean, she escaped. This was only a hologram, wasn't it? Nice comfy chair here.
On my view screen.
Wilf, can you read this?
I'm not sure what that is on your view screen, Captain Corrin. Maybe an Aetherian sabotage subroutine? Either way, no sign of Tassine Faye. The biosignature is gone.
Or maybe Tassine Faye was here watching something sleazy. Who knows?
Incoming transmission from Captain Sean.
Maybe those are just cat videos.
Alive, but not well. Sorry to say, but Tassine Faye is back on the Enterprise. I'm opening up a multi-channel with the Lassette.
The Lassette is stable, for now. But I suspect my vessel is next on Tassine Faye's list of destinations. What's the plan?
I don't know.
Know thine enemy. An Earth saying, I believe. Tassine Faye is one step ahead of us. We must get one step ahead of her.
Right. How?
That's pretty good, actually. The Harmony's disabled, right? In essence, the Alliance has control of it until Tassine Faye decides to initiate repairs, but that doesn't seem like her priority right now. Most of her drones are beaming onto our ships while her own shields are down. We could beam onto the Harmony while the Aetherians are distracted and lay our trap there. A couple of pattern enhancers, maybe some arson, little vandalism, you know, something to get her attention. Wouldn't be on our turf anymore, but we'd have some time to set it all up.
Sure.
The reactor room. I remember Admiral Kumarke say something about how the core seemed important to them. Maybe we can do a little sabotage of our own.
I mean...
Your assistance aboard my vessel has earned my respect. But you are mad if you think any of the Alliance captains are willing to sit out on the fight of our lifetimes. On the way to the Midas Array, Sean, Jirok, and I swore to each other that we would see this plan through to the very end. We shall join you aboard the Harmony. Commander Boroth will take over in my absence.
Fair enough.
A worthy compromise. I accept. Our deeds today will be the ones that echo through the halls of Stovakar. Kapla!
Kapla!
All right. Looks like we're all accounted for.
Let's start destroying things. A cat's speciality, I can assure you.
My nanoprobes are detecting a single Aetherian life sign nearby. It's phasing in and out of existence. This reactor room also looks a little different since my last visit. I guess they redesigned.
Did they? I mean, I have to replay Axiom.
The life sign. It's accessed my neural transceiver and initiated contact through the collective subspace network. I think it's the reactor core. It's calling itself a tether to the ether, one of many Unimatrix chambers. Change of plans. We use the defusion device on the core instead. get the feeling there's a chance it could spread to the rest of Tassine Faye's collective. But we'd still need to trap her and hook her up to it to bypass any Etherean encryptions.
Sure.
No, it's not. How do we know it'll even work? It's intended for a singular, partially biological life form. This is a reactor core acting as a subspace network.
I can't explain it. You weren't there when I accessed the Queen cell on board the artifact. Reconnecting to the collective as their temporary leader, it changed me. I think this ether recognizes me as a viable Borg Queen.
Oh, that's curious. Can we upgrade 7?
I don't know, 7. Injecting a whole collective with sudden individuality could have disastrous consequences.
I know you're worried, Hugh. But Picard couldn't have predicted the chaos caused by your individuality when you return to the collective. We know better now. If I act as the conduit and transfer Tassine Faye's authority to me, I can program the defusion to be gradual. I've done it once, I can do it again. Trust me, I can do this.
Oh, I trust you,
All right.
7.
I trust you too. Remind me of the new plan.
Lay down the pattern enhancers close to the reactor core and target it to get Tassine Faye's attention. If this works, this ether should send her a subspace transmission through the core, prompting her to return. We can then prevent her from beaming back out. Once she's trapped, I'll hook both of us up to the ether and transfer her powers to me. If we inject the pathogen straight into the core system, we should be able to defuse any drones connected to it. Gradually.
Okay.
Get those pattern enhancers placed, we'll cover you.
Why are those consoles shiny? I'm writing hurriedly as I sense the end is near. Oh, that's starting great. I see no other path forwards than resorting to experimental biogenic fusion as a means of preventing cybernetic supremacy. What I have dubbed the inevitable onslaught is now on us. My calculations are correct, then we will all soon speak and act as one. Our individuality will be weeded out by the enemy's poison, but our knowledge and legacy will be preserved, I hope. Oh. What do we have here? Divine can only be reached by submitting to greater power. So we may ascend to a form that words cannot begin to describe. Come, do not fear what cannot be understood by the lesser mind. Embrace it instead, wholeheartedly. Only then may we attain all the knowledge of the multiverse, what at present our bodily vessels are incapable of absorbing. Join me, Latnamadai. Rid yourselves of that which restrains you and holds you back from true victory. Free yourselves from the shackles of Iconian rigor. Give in to the ether and let it fight for you. Friends, I know you're frightened, that you doubt the efficiency and ethics of the leap of faith you're about to take. But we must trust Bilaw's research. It's no coincidence that it has, so far, propelled Yadna into its golden age. Is that like their empire? Let us go even further together as one. You know, that read a lot more optimistic. Like the person who created the fusion was like, oh crap, it's bad, but other things are worse. And this was like a a bit of a different tone there. What do we have here? Such victories are not only of the body, but of the mind. As the doctrine evolved, it was further perfected. Socio-historic texts such as the Origins could no longer be allowed to exist, as they contradicted the very nature of the Eve. Splinter factions of Iconian loyalists questioning the benefits of our fusion have since been eradicated. As far as we know, no one remains, not even the author of the Origins, which has since been destroyed and removed from the Eve's archive entirely. Okay. Curious. Also, I was supposed to do a job and got sidetracked. It's fine. It's not like, you know, we have like a important task here.
Placed. 3 to go.
Are you really busy here, Seven, or are you just like dodging work?
Hang on, sensors are picking up an incoming energy signature.
Why do you choose senselessness? You could have ascended and joined us.
Damn it, we've been teleported to the other side. There goes step one of our plan.
I mean, we weren't teleported outside into
Got Sean,
space,
Corin,
so
and Jirok
this
in the
time.
stasis hold. We can't let her fuse them.
Hello, Giant Eye. I wonder if this is like an artificial intelligence or so, like a or computer, or maybe this is something to do with the World Heart. I'm sure they have their own World Heart, right? Release the captains. Is there like anything specific I have to do, or just probably just kill, right?
Looks like the constructs become vulnerable to our attacks.
Yeah, it seems to take a lot of damage.
Let's see what this construct's made of.
Ooh.
Released. And not a moment too soon. These Ethereans are insufferable.
I'd sooner be fed to the Kuskari of Breathor than delay this battle any longer.
And we can't attack the Giant Eye yet.
Heads up, constructs vulnerable to our attacks again.
Imagine if I had used mods before all the skills. It's fine.
Extinction eludes us. The ether endures.
We need to lower these containment fields to reach Tassine Fey.
Good thing I kept the access codes. On it.
Neat. Oh.
She's teleported us again.
And she's called in drones
she
for
has.
backup. We need to take her out.
Corin, Jirok, let's dethrone this drone.
Oh no! I don't want to float inside the red thingy. We have her properly debuffed, and now she's taking a lot of damage. Then we agonize her on top of. Wait, did this agonize not go through? Hey. It's fine.
She's on the move again, and she's shielding herself.
I'll lower the next containment field.
We're almost back to the core. We got this.
All right. Let's head for the final containment field. If we don't place that final pattern enhancer, she could beam out. I'm on it.
You lack harmony, guidance.
Yeah, I lack harmony, cohesion, greatness. It'll be my undoing. I've heard it all before.
Final pattern enhancer placed. She's trapped. Damn it! She keeps jumping
she?
around to restore her shields. She's rerouting power to them.
It's her halo. It's an energy redistribution node. We have to
Okay.
take it out.
I can remodulate a
Ow.
pattern enhancer to disrupt her defenses. You get that halo.
7 of 9. You sought perfection once. Why do you seek it no longer? Consider our offer.
The offer involves consent, something you're unfamiliar with. Time's up, bitch.
She puts up a good fight, I'll give her that. Shame it's not enough
I
to
mean-
break our resolve.
She's cheating with her shield, let's put it like this. She's no match for this cryo build here. Oh, cheers friends. They are no match for this cryo build either. Where did she port now? Over there. If I were to flank her, it would even be better, right? Especially since she doesn't seem to turn all that much. Let's get her brain a bit scrambled. Do more debuffs.
Pattern enhancer remodulated.
I love the brain pistol.
Now or never.
You, Sean, cover us. Time to finish this fight.
There is no one left to fight beside you. The galaxy has torn itself apart.
You were just another tyrant clinging to control, Tassine Faye.
And your tyranny ends now!
Ooh, that was nice.
Restrainer.
Lowering the reactor core's containment field.
I'm hooked up. Drag her over.
You will not defuse the Aetherians.
It's for the best, Tassine Faye.
Think of it like this. You get to be the savior of your people.
It's your lucky day, Borg Queen.
Queen?
Security parameters disabled. Initiating transfer.
Inputting the modified neurolytic pathogen into the core's
Bad feeling about this.
No. No! We will not allow it!
Maybe we should restrain her.
You must comply.
We must not. We must protect the ether.
Watch out! She's modifying the injection stream.
It's too late. I'm in.
Chimeras!
So,
With security parameters disabled, they must have located the Harmony.
I have a bad feeling about this.
Not on the core, maybe on Tassine Faye. Too early to tell.
Captains, call your ships. We're getting out of here.
Commander Kiona, this is Captain Sean. Prepare to plot a course for Deep Space Nine. We're heading back.
I have a feeling our tactic of always running away when Chimerans are evolved is not going great. They replicate. I suspect our ships are a little bit damaged. Well, not mine obviously, but their ships are a little bit banged up. It might not be in the best situation to fight off a bunch of unknown enemies. However, the Harmony is now getting assimilated by an Eldritch Horror, isn't it? I have a feeling this is not fine.
Looks like the ship didn't suffer any malfunctions on the way. Lucky.
You really had everybody's back today. Knowing you can be counted on even in the worst situations, well, that's as rare as a Vulcan smile. When you have a moment, the director and I would like to talk to you about Tassine Fei's future. Right now, though, I think your command wants to speak with you.
Sure.
Without your help, the Enterprise would have been a goner. Speaking of, looks like the Midas Array is now under quarantine. The array has been overtaken by the Chimerans. We're starting to recognize more of their signals over long-range sensors. It's not looking good, I'll give you that. But I'm confident we've made progress today. Oh, before you go, on my bridge, one of the Etherean drones said something to me that took me aback. It's as if it knew who I was. My life story. I think you know what I'm getting at. I'm lucky to be alive.
Well, I mean, knowing his life story, they could have like stolen records, they could have like assimilated the Sean in their universe, they could have telepathic powers. There are a lot of isn't much to go on by. But I would like to point out then, if we just keep running away every time we encounter the Chimerians, that's not a good strategy, right? We could like at least try to stop them for once.
Thank you for repairing the Lisette. That ship means more to me than words can say. As for what the Ethereans intended to do with our Singularity Core, I'd rather not speculate too much. My science officer, Neril, will be drawing up a full report. Suffice to say, it is clear they intended to use the Midas Array to their advantage somehow. They seem focused on sabotaging and acquiring new technology. Not unusual for the Borg, I suppose.
I suppose.
You fought valiantly aboard the Bordescue and the Harmony. It is a pity we withdrew. We could have taken these Chimerans, blade in hand, I am sure of it. Some say these creatures
One captain who makes sense.
form entire Borg cubes. If the tales are true, then they are foes worthy of song. I would gladly give my life to see such an abomination with my own eyes. Wouldn't you?
You might be in luck. I have a feeling this won't be our last encounter with.
Despite the challenges you faced on your mission, you return a champion. Tassine Fei is imprisoned in one of the station's brigs. As for the eventual fate of the Harmony, it remains contested. I believe we should return to the Midas Array and fight to retrieve it, so we may station it at Kittimer for observation. However, Proconsul Detan urges caution. He wishes for the Cooperative to study the ship from a distance, under the supervision of Director Hugh. Admiral Quinn, as usual, seems to favor this indirect approach.
Feeling the Klingons are the only one who are making sense. How about we like stop ignoring this whole Chimera thing and like actually do something?
I hear from Captain Koren that you have brought great honor to your house and saved many warriors. You have earned my respect and that of the Klingon Empire once more.
Glory to you and the Empire, Kepler.
Thanks for checking back in with us. This was quite a mission, and I have a feeling our efforts have only just begun. My own de-assimilation bordered on traumatic. I ended up bringing my individuality back to a collective that was very ill-prepared for it. It caused widespread chaos and violence. We need to be careful about how we decide to move forward. Perhaps defusing Tassine Fei alone was for the best. I shudder to think of a galaxy full of unfused Ethereans who, well, lack guidance.
Yeah, but didn't he start like the liberated Borg, so as traumatic as it might have been in the start, didn't go too badly overall, didn't he?
He's not wrong. Liberating a Borg is no joke, and the start is the worst of it. But what first seems like a curse eventually becomes a gift. During my time aboard Voyager, I learned the value of individuality, but also the strength of personal connection. In the end, it became apparent to me that you don't need a hive mind to understand the real meaning of unity. Anyway, I'm glad we had you along for the ride today. It's easy for us liberated Borg to get carried away when dealing with another collective. It's so personal, you need someone with a fresh perspective to keep you level-headed.
Well said. Oh, this is a force field. It almost looked like she was being dragged down the floor.
How are you doing, Tassine Faye?
She's refused to talk so far.
Give her time. Patience. It'll get better.
You know, I've been where you are right now. Longing to go back to a chorus of comforting voices. Frustrated at my lack of agency. But in the end, liberation was the only way forward. It gave me back so many things that I'd forgotten I needed. I see you remain unconvinced. But what's so different between being controlled by an ether and being told what to do by the Alliance until you can make up your own mind? At least once you're liberated, you'll be free to decide how to live your life. That's more than what I got at times. Well, I'll be back same time tomorrow, Tassine Faye.
To Faye.
What did you say?
To Faye was my name. Tassine is just a title.
Right. Queen.
No. We have no corporeal queen. Defusing me was pointless. You achieved nothing.
What we achieve is helping you. And every other drone. One person at a time. Until every Borg is liberated. And no one is left behind.
Irrelevant. Impossible. Someone is always left behind. That is why the whole is greater than the sum of its parts.
Well, maybe. But the whole would be nothing without all of its parts. I hope that in time you'll see that. Same time tomorrow. To Faye.
I have a feeling the Queen is sort of an AI, or the controlling ether.
I'm contacting you from Deep Space Nine to report that our mission has been a partial success. Tassine Faye is under our supervision and making progress, slowly but surely. Although it appears she's not the Ethereum Borg Queen after all. Seven is working together with the Alliance to oversee her diffusion process, and we expect answers soon. The process has been both a strain on the station psychologically and in terms of resources. It's clear Tassine Faye does not trust us yet. As for the Midas Array, I received a report from Commander Jirok Science Officer Narrow. It appears the Etherians were attempting to use both the array and the Lisette Singularity Core to open a rift in space-time. It's difficult to understand their motives. We are unable to collect more data for now, as both the Midas Array and the Harmony are swarming with Chimerans. The Alliance has sent some of their best fleets over to contain the situation, but reports of Chimerans have already surfaced from other systems. Seven and I will reach out to our allies to understand who we can call in to assist with these Chimerian incursions. I'll contact you if any more information comes to light. Do not hesitate to do the same, should we be of use to you.
I see. So maybe next time we actually fight the Chimera. And as a reward, you get some outfits. So there is that. So yeah, this is the new mission. I hope you guys enjoyed it, and you can play the mission yourself. And you enjoyed as well. Thanks for watching. I'll see you next time.